Welcome back to the second episode of Resiliency Rising. Now, if I asked you to describe your current emotional state in one word, what would it be? Overwhelmed? Stressed? Unbalanced? For so many women over 40, that one word comes from living inside a to-do list that never seems to end. It feels heavy. It feels relentless. You might be scheduling activities for your children, while also supporting them as adolescents and as they navigate their own complex emotional worlds. And somewhere in the middle of all that, there you are, the woman holding everything together. You're managing a full-time career, worrying about aging parents, and trying to take care of your own health and body that seems to be changing faster than anyone ever warned you it would. So let's be honest for a moment. Yes, these challenges can be opportunities for growth, but in the thick of it, don't you sometimes feel pulled in so many directions that you can't even think straight? Like you're right at your breaking point? And when we reach our 40s and 50s, overwhelmed just hits differently than it did when we were in our 20s. It's not just being busy. It's the sheer weight of responsibility and the emotional toll it takes. When our internal compass starts spinning, we lose our sense of balance and focus. We lose touch with who we are and start identifying ourselves only by what we do for everyone else. Today, we're not just talking about stress. We're talking about how to stop that spinning. And I'm going to give you 3 skill strategies to help you reset your emotional compass and regain balance and perspective. Skill strategy number 1, intentional pause and breath. Step 1 is physical. You cannot think your way out of a stress response. You have to breathe your way out. Here's the quick science. When you feel overwhelmed, your nervous system sends a fight or flight signal from the amygdala. That's that part of the brain designed to protect us from danger. It reacts instantly, even when the danger is something like a difficult conversation, a work deadline, financial worries, children talking back to us. And when that happens, emotion hijacks our logic, and our decision-making goes offline. To interrupt that hijack, try this at the first sign of distress. Pause. Inhale deeply, count to 4. Hold that for 4. And then exhale for a count of 6 and push as far and as hard as you can to the bottom of your lungs. If you repeat that 3 times, you will get relief. Now, this practice takes a little time. And at first, you may miss the early signals and find yourself already overwhelmed. That's kind of typical. But once you learn to intercept the stress response, this breath work becomes a reset button for your emotional compass. It tells your body that you're safe. It slows the racing thoughts down, and it creates just enough clarity for you to figure out what is the next wise step for you to make. Skill strategy number 2. Reframe the story you're telling yourself. Step 2 is a mindset shift. Many of us caring for both our parents and our children while we're trying to do it with 100% perfection and we're also working a full-time job. But midlife is a marathon, not a sprint. It's important to give yourself permission to be good enough, a good enough caretaker just today. When I was in this situation earlier in my life, I used an affirmation to help me manage that recurring thought that used to come up. I'm not good enough because I couldn't do everything the way I wanted. Here's what I learned to say to myself instead, and it was very effective for me. I am capable. I am kind and loving. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and I'll keep trying. Ordering pizza because you're too tired to cook is not a failure. It's a strategy for preservation. I did that a lot. I love pizza. So the goal would be to lower your domestic output so you can raise the bar on your inner peace to help yourself. Now, skill strategy number 3 is a 15-minute boundary. The 15-minute boundary is a protection you put around yourself at the end of the day. It's when you walk in your door, close your laptop, stop working or doing whatever it is that you're doing for the day. You get to claim 15 minutes where you're nobody but there for yourself. You're not mom, you're not the daughter, you're not the employee, you're not the go-to person for your friends, you're just simply you. That means no questions get answered, no chores get started, no emotional labor gets done at all. This small window reminds your brain that you exist for yourself too. And it is one of the foundational behaviors that we learn that helps us be resilient. Because resiliency isn't about avoiding stress or challenges. It's about having the capacity to return to your center again and again. Thank you very much for watching, and please join me for the next episode of Resiliency Rising in about a week, where we'll explore how self-compassion becomes the anchor for lasting emotional hardness. Until then, take a deep breath. And remember, caring for yourself is not selfish. It's really the only way you can continue to be an anchor for so many people. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Share one word that describes your biggest source of stress in your life right now. Let's support each other there. If this episode helped you think more deeply about becoming more resilient, please hit the like button and subscribe. Resiliency is my superpower, period. No sparkle, just truth. I'll see you next time. Take care out there. Bye-bye.